Welcome back, everyone, to Hall of Fame Silver Lanes. We are here for round 2 of the double elimination match play of our NEBA Masters event. And in front of you in our feature pairs, 31, 32, 33, and 34, are actually 2 contenders matches. This is going to be Bill Webb against Roy Vandenbogart, and then we have Tyler Hearn against Brandon Sotomasto. The other contender matches are Brian Bogosian against Tom Salamini, and we have Matthew Brockett up against Michael Rock. Hey, Tony Reynaud in the house, so good to see Tony. Our winners brackets are going to be Jay Johnson up against Chris Viali, Andrew Hall up against Rob Green. And then we have Randall Dunbar up against Eric Smythe, and finally Amanda Broge against Aaron Major. Those are your winners. We will eliminate 4 bowlers this round. The losers of these contenders matches will be eliminated. And then we will also send 4 more bowlers to the contenders bracket, and we will go from there. So great to have you with us. Here's the good news on the bracket. We will be having different kinds of matches here all day in front of us. The best way to follow what's going on in the bracket is to go to the New England Bowlers Association Facebook page, and there will be a link on there which Danny told me he just put up to a program called Challonge, C-H-A-L-L-O-N-G-E, challenge.com, where Mr. David Kipperman, behind the scenes, is in fact posting the scores, and he will keep the bracket updated. All you have to do is scroll down a little bit on that software, and you can see exactly what's going on with the bracket. You can see all the scores. You can see who's in what bracket, and follow it from there. That will do a much better job telling you exactly what's going on than I will. What I'll do is try to call the matches for us and see where we are here. So, hey, we have a special guest joining us now. I know he was doing some coaching for his massive and incredibly talented stable of players. It is Mr. Chris Forey. Hi, Chris.
Hey, what's up? Trust me on this. There's not much coaching. It's more psychological. I think it's
brutal.
It's like, how do you? And honestly, it looks similar to what we bowled on at the Masters. Obviously Andrew and I bowled out there.
The real Masters in Vegas, what you're talking about.
Yeah. I mean, to me, it looks pretty similar. Where there's a lot of hook inside of like the track, and then outside of that, you're just not sure what's going to happen.
Yeah.
So like, I just obviously have Amanda, Billy. Andrew seemed fine. He doesn't need my help. He bowled fine at the Masters.
And in this last round, he just shot 240.
Oh, it was incredible.
Yeah.
And then Mike Rocky got feel for the guy. He shoots 220 high in the second high in the building.
Would have beat anybody in the building except Andrew. And Andrew needed one in the 10th and flushed it.
Yeah.
On this.
So Amanda, I mean, obviously she doesn't hook it much, and she's just talking to me. She's like, "What do you think?" And I'm like, "Throw the urethane ball." I said, because your opponent, any opponent you bowl in the guys, their rev rates are going to be high enough, except for like a Brian B or something like that. If they miss by 1 or 2, their balls are going sideways. So there's
no controlling it. There's no.
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay.
You have to get enough. Well, we saw that at the Masters too. The more games we got, then we had a little carving, but you had to go left. You couldn't.
Right. There was
like
no
Roy.
right,
Like we see Roy's
straight at it.
Yeah, the urethane ball hooks a little bit from outside the track.
Yeah.
But it's not consistent. And in this building, pair to pair, we know is
very
tough.
Different.
I mean,
very
look what happened to the scores this morning.
Even though the lanes are only about 3 years old, there's still some topography differences.
My father says you can't fix what's underneath.
That's true. That's exactly what's happening.
That's what he taught me when synthetics first started going in. He goes, you can't fix what's underneath the lanes.
That's true. There's been some settling, and you never know.
And he's like, so you get those same characteristics that used to happen before. So, and we see a lot of that. We all bowled here for years now.
And
so Amanda's throwing a pink hammer.
Look at that. I mean, they never did a laser analysis of this place, right?
They did on the old surface.
Oh, they did.
And they came in, they flattened them out the last year. Tony had them. They came in and did some work on them. But yeah, they're hard.
You sure are, buddy.
They're hard.
That said, here's Tyler Hearn solid 10.
Yep.
And again, we're looking at the losers bracket in front of us, Chris.
Yep.
These are the 4 losers bracket matches. That's what I meant, contenders bracket. We were just debating that, but on Challenge, it says losers bracket. So I'm sorry.
We have our terminology, but then USBC changed it a couple years ago to contenders.
So
because yes, you're still alive.
If anyone feels
the alive bracket,
if anyone feels offended that I call them that they're in the losers
Andrew's
bracket,
still looking good with the urethane. And again, he's throwing
that's
the
that
urethane.
Purple Widow. So I was
know it
on
is.
my way here. He said, please stop by the house and bring my Purple Widow.
Yeah.
So that's what I did. So thank goodness, because
that's
he
why
used it to win his first match.
And we have Amanda's throwing a Pink Widow right now. So she was like, are you sure? I'm like, if you can shoot 170, and she's good at keeping it in front of her. So I'm like, if I'm you and you're really good at being straight, I'm like, Bill Webb is very accurate. I mean, his ball has gone 2 shots in a row, made it look
through the beak.
Right, now he's going to move off of that, and we saw Salomini, and then the ball went the other direction.
Yeah. So just some stats on the pattern: 1.67 to 1, 40 feet, 32.3 mils. So quite a bit in the front.
There was a lot of mills at Gold Coast. Now again, we bowled at Gold Coast, which is a high friction surface.
Right.
I remember when I saw that, I'm like, well, that's a lot of oil, and then we bowled there, and the lane was sparking.
They're so scratchy in the front, though.
But even here, there's 32.5, and when the guys get the ball up the lane, they hook.
Well, and I think part of that is it is saving energy because of all the oil up front. So it's amplifying that back at least a little bit, saving energy.
Yeah. So like I said, they're squirrely. Chris Viley goes to me, this is impossible in practice.
Well, Chris Viley this morning, he makes the cut. Shoots 140 his first game. He doesn't. His first strike in qualifying wasn't until the 7th frame of the second game, and then he went sheet to go 209 and ground his way back into the tournament after starting with 140. So nobody was out of it. It was minus 69 to make the cut.
Well, what I like to say is, and this happened last year at Nutmeg, and people were a little bit frustrated by the scoring pace at Nutmeg too, which this is even lower than last year, is that if you go halfway down the list, so we'll say 45 people, 42 people, going into your last game, you have a chance to still cash.
That's true.
And that's what you want. We don't get that in a regular tournament. And this is back-to-back years of half the field going into the last game. If you can figure 240 is a reasonable score, you have a chance to get a check.
That's true. That's true.
What more can you ask for?
You can somehow find a way to hang around, make enough spares.
But yeah.
Even if you're 100 under, you still have a chance to make it.
Yeah, I was 119 going into the last game, and I said to Webb, if I can just figure something out, I said, if I shoot 230, I can make the finals. I finished 130 under.
Well, there you go.
Shot another 180.
Yeah, that's all it takes.
But my point is, you still feel like you have a reasonable bowl.
It was 70 under, basically 69 under. So
but even just get a check.
And you were 110, so you needed 240,
Yeah, and the check number was, I'm just trying to get a check. The check number is 87, so I needed 230 last game to get a check.
And speaking of that, the check recipients were Brian Bourget at minus 70, misses by a stick. A.J. Villa, 76 under. Ryan Ladley, 78 under. Hunter Kempton, 81 under. And John Van Hees now at 87 under. And first out was Zach Benikowski at 89 under. So,
so the thing you knew is the number was going down, and you could bowl a number and go up. So let's say the scoring pace is the other way, where they're high scoring. You might shoot 250, but the number might go up.
The number goes past you.
Yeah, it keeps going the other direction.
Well, yesterday in the seniors, it went from, it was 30s, 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 38 game 4, all of a sudden it goes to 70 the last game. The field averaged about 240. The finals.
That ain't happening on this.
That's not going to happen on this. So it's not going to run away from you.
Yeah, and that happened last year.
It might go down a little less, but.
And it happened at Nutmeg last year. We saw that when we had it last year at Nutmeg, the number stayed. It was 47 under, I think, last year, and the cash was like minus 55, I think. Yep. So everybody was in the hunt. I mean, half the field, and that's what you want. You want people to have a chance for the game to go not a third of the field or even like an eighth of the field,
That's right. Hey, if everybody could share this feed, we can get our viewership up.
As you can tell, I like low scores because I think low scores are a good thing.
I know. You're too excited, my friend. Just a little bit.
I missed the cut, and I'm not angry.
I know. You're not angry. Well, I was angry after I missed the cut yesterday, and then it turned out I made the cut, so I had no right to be angry. So.
and also, I would point out, 16 people made it. We always say, well, low scores aren't good for the women and the seniors. How many women's and seniors made it? 6.
Right.
So that blows up that whole concept.
Yeah, that's true. Well, no, I don't notice any super senior. I think only one super senior even bowled.
It was John Waite.
John
Waite, I think. John Waite was the highest, I think, right here somewhere.
John Waite.
John Waite was the highest super that I saw.
Robert Smith.
So I think we only had 2.
Yeah. So.
But my point is, even the seniors are competing when because the scoring pace is down. It brings everybody together.
Yeah.
Nobody's running away from the field.
Now Amanda Broge has taken a lead over Aaron Major by virtue of the fact that he missed. She has neither have doubled, so she's up by a mark. on that match. Van de Bogart, these guys are all clean. You guys are both clean with Webb. And this is to stay clean shooting this 3-6-10.
Did you see what Roy did to get in?
No.
He had the most amazing last 2 games. So just to tell you, he was 150 under with 2 to go.
Wow. He shoots 275, 256.
There you go.
He shoots 275. He wasn't even the high game.
Tom Salamini.
But then he was that's 131 over for 2 games
to get to
minus 14. That's unbelievable. So his games before that, 160, 160, 170, 170, 170, and then 270, 250.
Yeah.
Wow. That's
he went
incredible.
270, mark,
That's
sheet.
stunning. That's stunning. Good for him.
So it just tells you, and he threw an old Tour Power.
Ooh, I remember those balls.
Yes, very mellow.
My friend out west.
He moved left a little bit. Webb moved a little bit.
George Aboud loved the Tour Power.
Yes, he did. So we see Webb creep a little bit to the left.
So Broge has found a way to double against Aaron Major and take a 21-pin lead.
Sticking with her pink hammer. Happy for Amanda. She had a rough month in Texas.
Yeah, I know. She didn't make it, and not so good in Dallas either. Didn't make the Lucy or down in Dallas either. So let's see how we're doing down in our winners bracket. Let's see. We've got Viali with
a double,
spare miss double. Both bowlers have a double and an open. So
and now he missed the head pin to get 7.
Now he just missed the head pin. Yeah, to get 7. Let's see. Andrew Hall is clean with a double. His opponent has 2 opens and a triple. So that match actually pretty close.
Pretty close because of that triple.
Andrew's up on count.
Black Widow going through the face.
Andrew pushed that. Yeah, got that up a little high.
It's hard to tell. You might miss by a board and you might never know where it's going. And that's my point of throwing urethane, that hopefully you can keep it in front of you. And if you miss by a board, you're not going left to the headpin. We saw Jay Johnson flag the headpin, then go 2.
Right.
He's smart enough to throw the spare ball down the middle of the lane at it.
And Andrew's got urethane right in front of him, right behind it. So he's doing everything he can just to align, just stay.
Yeah, and Andrew's got a lot of urethane pieces in his bag. So, and he's willing to throw it. I feel like a lot of guys. I saw Viley throw it once in practice, and I was like, "You're not far enough left with it," Well,
it took me a long time to convince Chris Soule to buy a purple hammer.
I've told him that 2 years ago.
And,
I said, "If you only did, you beat everybody."
He finally did it. Now he's deadly.
That's what I said to him. I told him last year, I'm like, you buy a purple hammer, you'll win titles again.
Exactly. And he was in the finals yesterday.
Tom Salamini, great shot.
Salamini, beautiful
defending
shot there.
champion.
2 clean games there against Bogosian, no doubles. So that game is basically even. Actually, a little bit of count advantage for Salamini.
2 of the most accurate bowlers in NEBA history.
Yep.
Particularly on hard shots.
And here's Webb looking at a 410.
Might make it.
Gives it a run, but no. And I'll tell you, spares get a lot harder too because you don't know where the ball's going.
The thing is, you give, we see guys giving them away. You miss a spare, and right now that's the key. Fill the frames.
Ooh, incoming. An updated bracket. Thank you, Danny.
He's saying we probably should compare it to the challenge to make sure we're right.
Challenge. We just had an updated bracket, so we'll have a look at.
He's saying he thinks he got it right.
I don't know why I like this challenge so much, but
you should be able to just refresh it by click here. Hit there you go. There you go.
That's
That's what that little button is on a phone. Tech guy. You're smarter than I am tech-wise. So.
Thanks, my friend. Thank you.
A little high there for Roy, leaving the 4-pin.
Once again, the bracket available on the NEBA Facebook page is a link to challenge.com.
Yep, just look for the little orange logo.
All of the brackets there. And we are updated. I
Dave
believe
Kipperman, the man.
We certainly do have the winner's bracket in order.
There's Amanda.
Oh,
9-pin for Amanda.
Going for her triple where Major has missed 2 spares.
But another flag spare, yep.
So she's 30 up in that match, plus.
It's amazing you can watch. So, and RJ says to me, he goes, you should really think the purple hammer. And RJ and I can debate a little bit. And I'm like, RJ, if she shoots 180, she's going to win most games. Because the guys, their balls are going to go, especially a high rev rate guy, is going to go everywhere.
Most. I mean, I'm looking at 2 O's. Most guys are clean.
But you got to look at who you're bowling against your matches,
Yeah, that's true. And she is in the winner's bracket, so that's true.
I mean, Aaron bowled 2-something, but he had a 5-bagger, and I was told he only hit the pocket one time in the 5-bagger.
Well, Rob Green just threw a 4-bagger after his open.
Yeah, it's going to.
So it goes back and forth.
Yep. Tyler Hearn sparing away, filling the frames.
Fill the frames, that's true.
Jay Johnson against Viali, and Jay Johnson has a strike. He did open there. Can you see that?
Yes, I can. 91 in the 6th.
And Viali looks like there's about 100.
Johnson. And Viali
91.
88 in the 5th with a strikeout. So 108. So Viali up by about 17 in that match.
I don't think Viali has a strike up. He hasn't open.
No, he does.
Letter B, right? On the right-hand side. He's the open frame guy.
Oh, I'm sorry. He's on the right. Yep.
He's got 91.
Jay Johnson had already moved over to the left lane.
Yep.
So it's Jay Johnson in the lead by, let's see.
By 10.
101, yeah, about 10.
It's amazing I can see that, but you put this paper in front of me, I can't read this.
Like many things about you, they're backwards. They're twisted.
Oh, it's aggravating right now.
Strange,
I can't read.
yeah.
I can't read anything in front of me, but I can see everything else.
Yeah, that's impressive.
Old age is
Rob
set in.
Green found a 5-bagger.
Wow.
Against Andrew Hall after his 2 opens.
Rob Green says to me, because he bowled the Masters, Rob Green goes, they weren't like this. I go, it looks pretty similar.
I don't know. Yeah. Oh, to the Masters.
He bowled the regular
Vegas.
Masters. Yeah, he was out there with us.
That's right, he was.
That looks pretty good that time, Andrew. Much better. High flush.
Hall gets
trip
that
to 4.
One. Yep, trip 4.
Here's Webb.
Here's
Can he get the 10 out this time? He does.
That's flush on that shot. Beautiful shot.
But he opened before, so now him and Roy.
10-pin deficit for Webb.
Yep. Salamini missing the head pin, but he had a double, so that puts him at 125. So he has a 2-pin lead.
Yeah, he lost his count lead.
Yep.
Look at Brandon Sotomasto piping it up the middle. And he had a 8-pin lead. Now that's down to 5.
I like this kid's game. He always threw it pretty good.
All these matches, sometimes turning on counts.
Yeah, just all about wood
count. Yeah.
So Andrew here.
Important shot. This is way down on 25 and 6.
He lofted that one, fell off of it, and missed the head pin. So that's a washout.
That could be a washout.
Sound like a washout, right? It is a washout.
Something bad.
It is. So Salamine with a 2-pin lead. Webb with a double. Great shot by Webb. Webb led today. I bowled with him, obviously, and
shot 84 over.
So steady. So steady.
His high game 223, low game 196.
Oh my God, it was unbelievable.
Amazing.
He just fed it up the middle lane like he is now.
Yep.
With the phase 3. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. Where you have to know your opponent and where you feel like it's
right. Yep. So once again, we will eliminate 4 bowlers this round.
Hold on 1 second. Turn me down.
We will eliminate 4 bowlers this round, and we'll have 4 bowlers that will be undefeated after this round. And we will keep going this way until we get down to our final match. And if it comes down to a head-to-head match where the leader comes out of the winner's bracket, they will need to be defeated twice for the loser's bracket to win the match. So we will see where we get to in that situation. So we could have a double game final or a single game final. That will happen on 35 and 6. Our feature pairs 31 through 34. We will have winners and losers matches on these brackets all day long. So stick with us. It is a bit of a longer format, but certainly a major here. 7-game qualifier, 1 7-game block of qualifying this morning. And we had a different lane pattern than we have now. This morning we had a 2.29 to 1 lane pattern, played very, very difficult. And if that wasn't enough, we went down to a 1.67 to 1 lane pattern, both 40 feet for our finals here. So some very, very, very difficult conditions, as Chris Forey is explaining, and really talking about taking all of the hand out of the shot, taking all of the sideways motion out of the shot, and by doing so, Amanda Broge is going to keep herself in the winner's bracket by virtue of the fact that Erin Major can only shoot 179, and Amanda's looking now at 50-70. She can go basically open and still win her match. So we're going to pencil Amanda Broge in as winning her match. Let's look at down the winner's bracket. It's Randall Dunbar. Randall Dunbar against Eric Smythe. And let's see, Dunbar enjoying a 20-pin or so lead in that match over Smythe. Smythe pacing at 1. Actually, no, strike that. Both bowlers pacing to 170. And Dunbar goes dead flush in the 9th. He's actually only got a 3-pin lead. Now, Eric Smythe will have a chance to get up and double and have a chance to catch and pass Randall. And Robert Smith is going to take it off the sheet. Rob Green is going to take it off the sheet against Andrew Hall. He's going to shoot 250. So Rob Green will remain undefeated. And Andrew Hall will move to the losers bracket. Now the winners are going to have a round off this coming round, and we will run only losers bracket matches after this. And again, let's see if we can see the Jay Johnson Chris Vialli match. I see some strikes up. It's a 180 pace versus a 170 pace for Jay Johnson. So Vialli has found a double to give himself a 10-pin lead in that match. And Jay Johnson, I think, just ran out of spare. And he did, I believe, indeed, make that spare. So Jay Johnson with 153 in the 9th, 183 possible. Vialli now 121 in the 7th after his double. He's pasting to 180. So if Vialli can put another one on the board here, he would likely stay in the winner's bracket. Hey.
So Brian B is going to need a double to win.
Okay, let's look at our losers matches. Yep. Sotomastro
is
20-pin lead.
He's literally throwing straight balls down the middle.
Really, why not?
And he just missed the head pin like twice.
Now Salamini's going to go 202. And even at that's hard to hit the head pin.
155, 170.
And
so now
Tyler
can get a double.
Salamino. Yeah. Brian B's going to need a double to get up to 2-0.
Tyler needs a double. Double and count.
Look at the Rock match down
here.
Salamini
getting 7. That's not good either. So 7 puts him at 199. So now Brian B needs strike.
No, he still needs
a double because of the 7.
He still needs 2. Yeah.
Yep. Amanda's going to advance.
That was just enough. Yeah.
You can write her. You did put her in. Broge is advanced.
She will.
She gets a round off now. So these guys are going to take a round off in practice.
Yep. Yeah. The winner's bracket now will take a round off. And let's see, Rock.
It's hard to see
in the 10th. He can go. Let's see. I think he can go sheet to close it out.
Yeah, 192 is the best there. He needs to strike out to win by 1
against Brockett. Yeah.
Webb with a strike. So Webb got 155. So Webb now has a. Well, he's actually not even leading. He is down 1 technically. Nice spare by Sotomastro. He's saying a prayer.
Imagine a 3/8 spare you had to make to stay into your match. And let's see where this puts him.
It's going to put him at 75. So double 8 will be required.
Hearn will be able to get up and double.
Double and 8. Rock needs the double to lock it up. Needs next 2 to definitely shut him out. So Roy to strike to take the lead by 1. That's pretty good. That's
beautiful
really good.
Shot.
That was beautiful.
Look at this match here. And Rock's through the beak, so
that's 9 there.
Rock's going to go 183.
Oh, shit.
No, you're still going to need.
Sorry about that. I didn't mean to curse.
You're still going to need a double.
Brian B did not do it, so now Salamini advances.
And Brian B is
B's out. So they're in the bottom. Can you see it? I don't have my glasses on. Do you want me to go get my glasses out of the car? I'm glad you can see that.
Oh, yeah, no problem.
Yeah, thanks.
All right, Salamini's in. Van de Bogart and Webb are right neck and neck. 1 pin separates these guys. Now Tyler Hearn.
That's a really good shot, too. Oh, slides
give him the double. That's huge.
That's huge, because now he's going to force Webb to throw a triple. Well, it depends on count.
If he goes sheet, he shuts him out.
Well, no, I'm talking about just even forcing him with a first ball shot here.
And Tyler Hearn strikes.
Needs one more.
He gets the first one. Tyler Hearn needs one more to knock out Brandon
next
Sotomayor.
in 7. Amanda with the big round score.
Amanda 240 in the wood.
Big shot here for Roy to really put the screw. Oh, that's out wide.
Count
is big.
And unfortunately, the count is now 7.
Amanda's going to wrap it up. No, she's already won.
203. Unfortunately, that
great shot with the pinky right in the pocket. 8-10, but that's okay.
That's going to give Webb some breathing room. Webb just needs now the first one 9 spare. And even if Roy makes this washout, which he does not, so 202. So first one and 8 spare is what Webb needs now on lane 32 here.
And Webb's hit the pocket the last 2, got the 10 out, 110 pin and barely got it out. So
there's Tyler Hearn.
Good shot.
Needs it, gets it.
But now must
Beautiful
get count.
Shot by Hearn.
Needs 7.
Now he needs 7.
He looked
get
back
to 175 and edge out Brandon Sotomayor.
It's like he looked back to confirm it. Who won the? Sorry, I hate to ask this question. Who won the match between your son and Green?
Green went off the sheet to shoot 250.
Wow.
He went strike, spare, strike, open, sheet.
Oh, he did go sheet.
Yeah. And Dunbar and Smythe, what happened there?
Webb, that's a good one.
Oh, great shot by Bill Webb to stay alive. Now he needs 8 spare. Tyler Hearn
and 8
needs
is not
7.
easy. And 7 is not easy.
Hearn needs 7. Bill needs 8 on the 2 lanes right in front of us.
Feature pairs.
He chooses to go to the regular
high.
strike shot.
Oh, he gets 8.
I give him 9. And there's Tyler Hearn surviving and eliminating Brandon Sotomayor. Again, the winners will take a round off this time, and we will bring you contenders bracket matches coming up here. Once again, Webb needs 8 spare to lock this match up. And that's a pocket shot. How about a strike? No drama there for Bill Webb. He will move on, and he will eliminate Roy Vandebogart. And once again, our 4 bowlers who just came off the winners bracket are going to face these winning losers, if you will, and we'll go from there. So,
Viali has won.
Viali won. Thank you.
76 to 173. That's a good shot by
Did you see the Dunbar Smythe winner?
Oh, I did not, but Dunbar. Let's see if we can find out. Turn me down a second, I'll find out.
Well, they're both, yeah.
Dunbar's going to 30, so that's not the practice pair, so I'm going to say Smythe probably won.
No, M24 is 29 and 30. I bet you Dunbar won.
Okay.
So, okay, I think we're...
Well, because they're going to the same pairs back-to-back, that's why. So, like, Amanda is going to the pair that her opponent is going to this game. That's why it's hard to figure out.
Okay. Well,
So,
can you go find out?
I'll find out.
Okay, all right. Actually, folks, I think we'll sign off. We'll be right back, and we will be bringing you 4 contender matches, and we will tell you that situation, what happened there.
Dunbar won.
That's what I thought. Our 4 undefeated bowlers remaining are Amanda Broge, Chris Viali, Rob Green, and Randall Dunbar. Those are the 4 undefeated. We will bring you these contenders matches coming back. We'll be right back in just a couple minutes. See you guys.